We are live.
We are live.
You're live.
You know,
All right.
we need intro song. Are we able to do that, Gene?
Well, you can't on Facebook.
No, but it could be an original song.
It could be an original song.
Is there royalty free? Oh, well, give us some samples because I think that would be cool to have like a, something. Yeah. Or the Benny Hill.
We'll figure it out.
Well, welcome everybody to our third show from Hamilton Radio, live here in Hamilton. Yeah.
Who would have guessed?
So we're now going to be broadcasting, I'd say, once a month, the first Sunday of every month. And then when we hit October, I think we're going to start doing it twice a month, a little more frequently. It's Ed and
Tom's
I.
going, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I can dig that.
it's Ed and I, and we have here our friend Tom Coffey.
Thanks for inviting me, guys.
Every
Is
week,
that how you pronounce your name, Coffee?
is it
Like
Coffey?
a cup of?
You remember the movie Green Mile? John Coffey?
Okay.
Coffee.
Okay.
Is it?
Like the drink, just spelled different.
So, we know Tom from trivia, and I actually have a funny story. Tom and I, about 3 months ago, we applied for the show Shazam,
Beat Shazam. Beat Shazam.
and that's with Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
We're
who's
going to
now
be talking about.
fallen ill.
Yeah. So, and you have to act like an idiot to be on there. I personally was resentful.
Which isn't too hard for the two of us.
No, you really got to act like. If you ever watch this show Shazam, whatever the Beat Shazam, it's pretty stupid. So we waited, and then we got on for maybe they gave us like 10 questions.
Right. We had to do
I think
10
we
questions
got,
in the...
and it's most of the questions are recent. So we were blazing through the first few.
Right.
And then we were like, man, we're awesome. And then they hit us with the recent stuff. And
These
we
are
fell,
the easy ones everybody
yeah,
gets.
we fell apart. And then it was one of those, you don't call us, we call
Yeah,
you
we'll
or
call
something.
You, and,
You know
don't
what?
don't sit by the phone.
You know what?
Was it the personality that they go by more, or was it by who knows
Yeah.
the most music? 'Cause I've seen that show, and the people aren't real good.
You have to act stupid.
I
And I'm
think-
not going to act stupid for a show. So,
Tom was willing to do it.
yeah, Tom had the whole
Well,
tiki
shtick,
bar.
look,
Yeah, I was
You know
going
what the prize is, right? The prize is $1 million. If you make it to the final round, you beat Shazam. You get the $1 million. So
Does anybody?
I don't think
beat-
anybody's going to sneeze at that.
Does anybody beat Shazam?
There is it happens very seldom, but I noticed, I think in the first season there was a girl that won.
So,
There is a girl that won. I don't know after that, but
So one of the things we want to talk about, one of the hot topics it was going to bring up is like what the hell happened to Jamie Foxx and Madonna? Like Jamie Foxx is
I
supposedly-
never heard anything about this.
Supposedly they're both on their deathbeds and they're saying that it's because of a COVID shot. So if anyone knows about that, feel free to chime in.
This is actually pretty funny because last time we did this, Ron was like kicking and screaming not to do the hot topic. Now he has 75 hot topics to talk about.
I like the nostalgia. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some topics, hot topics.
Hot topics.
And then
things that over the past month, things that have happened.
And then we're going to talk about, we're going to give some movie quotes. I have 20 good ones. And we want people to call in and try to stump us on some movie quotes as well. So I guess we'll just...
Who do you think would be harder to stump? I think you would be harder, but it depends on if it's from the 80s. Ron knows the quotes.
Yes. 70s and 80s.
If you ask Ron something from before 1975 or after 1995, he has no idea.
yeah, like me, I have no idea.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm
Just
better
in that time
I'm
period.
better
of
with
Ron.
the '80s, definitely. Before that, probably not.
So,
Not as good.
And I have some interesting information about movie quotes too that I'm going to go over, but that'll be at the end of the show.
the other beef I have is what's up with these fucking weathermen? You know,
Hey, can
like-
you say that on?
Yeah, I'm going to say, like, what is up with these weathermen? I mean, today It was supposed to rain an inch overnight.
This is an ad-libbed hot topic.
And it was supposed to thunderstorm all day, and we got nothing. I umped 4 games. I thought I'd have a nice calm day where I didn't have to
We
umpire.
went for fireworks last night, and you were saying, I'm counting on not having to...
Yes, I don't know. These these weathermen got to be held to a higher standard.
Were they this bad when we were kids?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
So some of the hot topics, we'll go through some of them now. We're going to kind of go, what do you
Like
call
a
it?
lightning round
Lightning
type
round of
thing.
hot topics here.
Start with the wildfires. I want to start with that.
So we're going to talk about the wildflowers, which are supposedly still happening.
They're always happening.
Now, supposedly now it's not just here. It's all the way west, too.
Yeah. Well, I think, remember when about a month ago or 3 weeks ago we got it really bad? Well, then, like right after that, it shifted and we were fine, and like the Midwest was getting it really bad.
It's where the wind goes. So
Yeah.
what is happening? Like, is the whole Canada totally on fire?
I don't know.
They were saying it's
You
like
would think it have
300.
to be for it to come this far.
Yet I
It
heard
was like
there are
yellow
less.
sky too. Yellow sky. We never get that.
What's up with Canada?
I heard
First
there
thing
are
it's
less wildfires this year than there were like in the past 10 years. I mean, I don't get it. The whole country is on fire.
If it's isn't it cold in Canada too?
Well, not in the summer.
Not with all the fires going.
I guess it's dry there. I don't know. I know
Well, that's
there's
the problem. It's dry.
I know, but I don't get it, and I don't get it. Like, we can't help them.
Rainforests don't burn.
Why can't we help them? Like, do they have water? What do you need? Like, how do you fix them?
They have water.
Don't they have those helicopters that fly and
I
like,
don't
dump
know.
stuff?
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
much
I
area.
don't know all the ins and outs of this whole topic, but all I know is Canada had like hundreds of wildfires going at one time. And then do you remember we had one right down here
In Jackson.
in Jackson? And that was right when we got really bad. I thought we were getting it just from Jackson.
I think we got the Jackson.
I think we got the Jackson.
And they were saying it was Canada. I think we got Jackson.
But then the Midwest got it, and that wasn't Jackson. That was Canada. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Nobody knows.
Now you got to have an air quality
We could ask the
alert on your
weathermen, but
app.
they don't know.
You have to have an air quality alert on your app, and then you got to have the mask. They're handing out masks at Penn Station for free. I mean,
We just got over COVID
It's crazy.
having to
Here
wear
we go.
masks.
Here we
Now
go
we
with the
got
mask.
And then,
so-
and then what's this with they're like, oh, it's a 145 today. What does that mean? Like,
That's bad. I don't know what it is, but
I don't
it's
know.
like the
Don't
sun.
go out.
It's like the sunscreen, and they say like wear a 50 or a 75. I don't know what's good and what's bad, but
well, I hope they put out these fires because it's been now a month of fires.
if they haven't put them out yet, how are they going to put them
doesn't
out?
these fires just if they go on, won't the whole country
Wouldn't
burn down?
I was just going to say that.
Or
Wouldn't
like-
the whole country be burned down to the ground by now?
I mean, fires go pretty quickly.
And I don't know where in Canada. I mean, Canada's big. I don't know where.
It's in, like they said, Quebec or something.
I don't know.
Like the
That's
mountains
Montreal.
of Quebec. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. So if anybody has any ideas to get this fire out, feel free. The second thing we want to talk about is this submarine, which is crazy, the Titanic submarine. Now, by the way, Titanic is one of my favorite movies. I didn't put a Titanic.
Movie quotes. Anybody have a movie quote from Titanic?
I do
Shoot it
like
in.
the Titanic, but what in the world?
Yeah, I
Would
mean,
someone. Supposedly, it's like 3 miles down in the ocean.
all I know is that company's in bad shape.
Well, the guy-
13,000 feet.
How much?
13,000 feet.
That's like 3 miles.
It's pretty
4
deep.
miles down
Yeah,
the thing. I mean,
It's almost
they
3
said it
miles.
was an agonizing death, but it
had
wasn't.
to-
It
no,
wasn't
it had to
as
be. It had to be pretty quick.
instantaneous.
It had to be
An
pretty quick. The
explosion.
pressure down there, no light. It's freezing cold. I mean,
Yeah, everyone's saying it's not that easy to put them out. I don't know the fire,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
going right back to the fires.
but this submarine supposedly. The problem is this billionaire was the one who created this submarine.
yes.
And he's got all the money in the world. But meanwhile, the wreckage and trying to get the bodies is costing us like supposedly like $1 million to pay
Yeah,
to pay.
Yeah, you got all the people on the ships that have
and you're putting them at harm's way.
yeah.
What I don't understand is
these
like it
treacherous
took
trying to
them
recover.
forever to find it, and then like they just said like we found debris right outside the Titanic. Isn't that where they were looking from the start?
And why do you want it? Who wants to see the Titanic? It's 100 years old in the freaking ocean.
They're adventurers. They wanna.
I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
To see it live versus the robots that take pictures, is it really worth going down?
Exactly.
There live?
You got robots
you can have
watching
robot
it.
go down, bring the robot down, take your picture.
Didn't Geraldo Rivera
You don't
do
need
something with the Titanic one time or something? I don't know.
I know. Didn't Rivera pull up like John Gotti's grave or something?
Oh,
What did revolve?
It was Al Capone's safe or something.
And there was nothing in there?
There was nothing in it.
People, keep the chat going live. The third thing we want to talk about, and this is a pet peeve, not really a hot topic, is why do restaurants close so early? You know?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
we were talking about this on the way up.
So
Does anybody know Cracker Barrel if they're open until like 10, 11 o'clock at night?
So we're in Hamilton Radio, which is actually not far from Cracker Barrel, and we're just
Right up
talking
the
about
street.
it. But Ed and I used to play softball together, and we used to play on like a Monday and Wednesday night, and we would go out sometimes to like midnight, 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
Afterwards, and now everything.
And the place was not just us. It was
Yeah,
crowded.
people are out now. No one goes out.
Nobody
anymore.
goes out
What is
anymore.
up with you people? I think it's the young people. If anyone who has kids in their 20s or 30s,
Tell them to get out of the house.
why don't they go out? I think that's the problem.
I think you're right.
You know, because I go to this place MJ's a lot in East Brunswick. Vered's saying it shuts down at 9 o'clock. The young people go out for big holidays. So like St. Patrick's Day,
Yes.
or the day before Thanksgiving, or something like that. But not the casual.
Well, we were at
person.
MJ's on St. Patrick's Day, and it was packed
packed.
with young people.
But why aren't these places open late? Why are people going to bed early?
I mean,
What is-
can it be that they just can't get the people working? And this is the thing I don't
Staffing
understand
problem.
either.
Yeah, it's probably staffing.
Greg talks about Denny's. I don't think Denny's is open 24
No, Denny's
hours.
isn't 24 hours anymore. They close at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I don't think the diners, like by us, there was always 24-hour
Yeah.
diners. Nothing's open.
No.
I will say the Somerset Diner's open until at least 2, because I was there after a concert. I took my son to a concert, and we were having a hard time finding a place open to eat, and we went there, and they were still going at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Greg brings up Perkins. Perkins closes
No,
at 6.
Perkins is probably done by 6 or so.
I mean,
Why
it's-
even open?
Yeah,
Perkins is done.
I don't get it. It's
Now, I mentioned before that it could be that they have trouble keeping people working. You know, but why are they having a hard time getting workers in these places?
yeah, I just don't get it. Why are people going to bed so early? You know, what's your bedtime?
This is a new topic.
This is a
Yeah,
whole
I
nother
don't get
thing.
it. I think that's
Yeah.
the issue. I think the world now
Ron
goes to bed
likes to
early.
go walking at night at like 10 o'clock at night, right?
I mean, I don't get it.
And you just expect like people to be up. He goes out at like 10 o'clock at night, and like 90% of the houses are.
I
pitch
have a
dark.
theory, though, and I think it's probably Netflix. They're all home watching the Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix.
It's possible.
That's what it
Streaming.
is.
I think-
Everybody's
I was gonna-
comfortable on the couch. They got the Netflix. They're doing that, or they're.
Well, that's
streaming
why they
Hulu or
needed to keep Blockbuster videos open.
Right. see?
Because people used to go
Blockbuster-
out
it
to
forced
get
you
the
out
video.
to return, get the video and return.
And that was
Exactly.
like a
Got you
whole
off
night
your-
out.
Watch the
It
was.
was.
Yeah.
Even if you went home empty-handed,
And
it was a fun night.
It was a social thing too, because you
Yes.
see your buddies in there getting
Yes.
videos. You know, that whole element is gone. Now it's sit at home, watch Netflix, make your microwave popcorn, and just sit there.
I think COVID played into this too, because during COVID, obviously restaurants were forced to close early, and they just kept the hours the same. They haven't increased it. It's insane. We were out playing. We were at a baseball tournament in Denville a couple years ago. It was like our team was done playing, and we were trying to find a restaurant. It was around 8:30 for us to all go out. We couldn't find anything. Nothing.
Yeah.
Everything was closed.
Yep.
It's crazy. Fourth topic is Wheel of Fortune.
Ryan Seacrest.
So Pat Sajak retired. Glad he at least he retired not on his own.
Ryan
blood.
Seacrest is like taking over the world.
Yeah, so, well, first thing is good for Pat Sajak. He's getting to go out, not like Alex Trebek.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, he's at least going out on his own.
On his
but
own turn, right.
On his own terms, exactly. But first thing is they
I
screwed
think
over.
he's almost 80 years old.
Yeah, I looked it up, 76.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting-
And first thing is they screwed over Vanna White.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I
they
mean,
screwed. They said she wanted this job.
Yeah.
She should have gotten this job.
You know,
Ryan Seacrest.
she's going to be retiring soon
She's
anyway.
66. So even if you give it to her for 5 years, Vanna White paid her dues for like
She
40.
looks good for 66.
Yeah, Vanna White deserved this job. I don't get it. Makes no sense. I mean, I hate the show. I hate Ryan Seacrest because Ryan Seacrest has done nothing original. Although he did American Idol from the start, so I'll give him that.
Took
but
over Dick Clark.
he
and
took
all
over
that.
Dick
Yeah.
Clark. He took over for Regis.
He does the radio thing, the America's Top,
Top
40.
40 for
Exactly.
Casey
Yep.
Casey Kasem.
And now he's doing this. I mean, come on, do something original for crying out loud. You can't pick someone better to do this show? It's a dumb show to begin with because it's basically RSTLNNE, you know, at the final Jeopardy question. So they already know what everyone knows what words people are going to pick.
Yeah. Basically.
Fifth topic, we're really rolling in here, and Verret agrees with me, is this celebrity ultimate fighting fight. Oh yeah, put the phone call through. Hey, we're getting a phone call.
We got a phone call?
No one ever. We're going to
We
try
love,
this one
we
at a
love
time.
you listeners.
Ron,
Hey, who's
Hey.
this?
Ed,
Yeah,
it's John.
John, Big John. What's up?
Big John.
What's going on, guys?
John.
So
going
Big
on?
John's another DJ who used to work at the. Do you work or you used to work at this radio station?
Well, I still work there, but we're, they're having difficulty setting up for the show right now.
Maybe you could be
That's
one
what
of.
Gene was saying.
Yeah, he says you can't bring bands in live because he needs
Yeah,
some
they
type.
need to set up a back line so the bands could just plug all their stuff into it, and they don't have that right now.
Yeah, well,
Can't you do it in your basement at your house?
No,
can't you just do acoustic?
there's not enough room.
I'll tell you, John. So we'll see you at your party on Tuesday. We're looking forward. My question to you is, what's your secret? Every time we see him, he's got different women. This guy is a.
Oh, John,
What is your
you
secret?
don't know what you got
man?
yourself into.
You may
buddy.
not want to be talking about this. They all might be listening to the show.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, be quiet, guys.
we want to know your secret. How he's.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
He's Big John. That's the secret.
That's it.
I was,
Oh yeah.
I
Big
was
J-
born with it.
I don't know, John. So what do you got? What do you want? Have anything to ask?
What's that?
You have anything to ask us? Or you
Oh, I
just-
got a movie quote. Do you want to try and get it?
Yeah, go ahead. We're going to talk movie quotes in a few minutes. What is it?
Okay.
What's one of your favorites, and we'll guess it.
You ready?
You were
Yeah.
ready.
We're ready.
Okay, here it is. You want to get out of here alive? You talk to me.
I think we're stumped. I'm looking at the other two guys, and they're like, "What?" Say it one more time, John.
Is this
Okay.
is this Terminator?
No.
Man, you want to get out of here alive?
You want to get out of here alive?
You talk to me.
You talk to me.
I don't. Give us.
I'm gonna take a guess. Escape from New York.
Nope.
You have a guess?
I don't.
All right. What is
The
it?
Rock? The Rock?
No.
No.
Time period? Do you have a decade?
I'll give you the year it was made.
All right.
1980.
1980.
We have a guess of Mad Max too, but it's not that.
What?
Yeah, the
What
callers
movie?
are getting-
I don't know. What is it? What's
It's from The Road Warrior.
Well, that's the Mad Max
That is
movie.
Mad
Someone
Max.
guessed
So
Mad
somebody
Max.
guessed it.
They were close.
Someone guessed Mad
Well,
Max too.
Mad Max
Glenn
2.
Free, good
I
job,
can't,
man.
I can't hear what people are guessing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if Road Warrior was the first or the second one.
Did
John.
you
That
enjoy?
was the second one.
Did
That
you
was the
enjoy
second one,
the last Road Warrior movie? That was pretty crazy. Have you
Well,
seen
they
it?
made a new one without
Yeah.
Mel Gibson.
Yeah,
with,
Yeah, it was supposed
No,
to
it
be
was-
really good.
Tom
I haven't
Hardy.
seen it.
With
It was
Charlie's.
good. It was very good.
That was some
It
freaky
excellent.
stuff. That guy in the car,
Yeah.
those trucks.
He looked like a psycho driving that thing, right?
They were like these
Yeah.
women were like breast milking. They were milking them for whatever. I don't know what the heck. It was like
No, it
just
was-
so bizarre.
It was very bizarre.
It was a very
Okay,
bizarre-
John.
was a good
Thanks for the.
Thanks you, and I'll see you Tuesday, buddy.
I won't be there, John.
Okay,
I
Ron,
told
sounds
you I'm
great.
not going to make it, but have fun.
So, the last couple topics are, again, the boxing match. There's going to be an ultimate fighting fight between Mark Zuckerberg and
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
We'll really
Paul?
report on this after it happens.
So, crazy. Go ahead. Who's on?
Yeah, how y'all doing tonight? My name's Carl.
Who's this?
Is this Joe?
My name's Carl.
I think it's Joe.
What's up, Joe?
Yeah. No, it's Carl. My name's Carl. Carl Childers. Just got out the institution.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, it's going all right. I called in. I was on here in these YouTubes, and
Oh, you're on
they gave me
YouTube.
this. Yeah, they gave me this Obama phone. I stumbled upon y'all's podcast there.
Hey, this is what you wanted, Ed. We got a new listener.
Got a YouTube listener.
So, Carl,
Fire
what's
away.
one of your favorite movie quotes? Tell us, and we'll guess it.
All right, then. Well, you ought not to sit in that chair like that. Might as well not kill you.
Okay, you're gonna have to repeat it one more time.
You just gonna sit in that chair there. Ain't no reason to kill you. Reckon I just go about my business.
I don't know. I think you got us stumped. Is anyone listening?
You guys wanted this, so, you know. Now you
I
get-
know, but I think I'm pretty
Be careful
stumped
what you
on
ask
this.
for. You know,
What's
I
the
have no
movie?
idea.
Good one.
It sounds like a Quentin Tarantino movie.
I reckon you boys probably like biscuits and mustard as I do. And, you know, Mama brought me that box there, and there was something wriggling in it. They told me to take it out to the backyard and bury it. I said,
What's the movie?
well, I took that box, I looked inside the box there, and I said, you ought not done that, he's just a boy.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
No,
I'll be
this-
honest, Carl. You got me lost.
Carl, you
here.
got us all stumped.
Where are you from, Carl?
Me, I'm from Louisiana.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you called.
Thanks for listening
checking.
and thanks for calling
I don't know
in.
if you gave us the answer or not for the movie. What's the name of the
what's
movie?
the answer? Yeah, what's the answer?
All right, then.
All right. See you, Carl. Someone else calling in?
We got another call.
Hello, this is Ron. Who's calling in?
This is Linda.
Hey, Maria.
Linda.
Oh, Linda.
Linda.
All right, Linda.
How you doing, Linda?
This is Ed's sister. So you want to give us a quote?
Yeah, I'm going to give you a quote.
All right, give it to us.
Fire away.
Can I
Remember,
curse
Gilmore
or no?
Girls is not a movie.
Can I curse or no?
You could curse. Go ahead.
This is a,
Okay, the quote is, don't fuck with me, fellas. This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
Oh, I think I know this.
I've heard this again. I've
Yeah.
heard this before.
This ain't my first rodeo.
Yes.
is it
My first time at the rodeo.
Don't fuck with you, fellows. This is my first time at the rodeo.
Is it Roadhouse?
Don't
Patrick Swayze?
fuck with me, fellas. This ain't my first time at the rodeo.
It's not Roadhouse.
It's not
is it?
Roadhouse, is it?
Nope.
No.
Someone's saying "Mommy Dearest."
No.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, wow.
Hey, I stumped you. I didn't stump
saying
your
no
friend.
way.
Winner,
Yes.
chicken dinner. All right.
You know what? I remember because she said it when she was acting and she was pissed off at the film crew, and right. Oh, well, I remember it was Joan Crawford. That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's a good one.
Yep.
all right.
All right.
Thank
All right,
you.
guys. Have fun.
All right,
we're gonna-
thanks, Lynn.
All right, we're going to get
Bye-bye.
back to the movie quotes here. See?
All right, go.
And then we'll
go
do at
on.
the end.
Hot
We'll
topics,
do our
hit more.
in memoriam. So
Anybody else who wants to call in with movie quotes.
So I got 20 good quotes. So,
well, 20 quotes. I don't know if they're good.
and if you remember, I usually put movies that I like. So I did the work.
Everybody knows
probably
this.
got
My
the one
sister
in there
goes,
that way- okay.
are they going to all be Naked Gun quotes?
One is.
Don't call me Shirley.
All right, number one. This is college. Now don't yell it out.
All right.
I know these already.
Remember, 6,120,000. Let me start from scratch here. This is college.
This is your big shot, Ron. Come
Yeah.
on.
Remember, 6,120 students at Adams, 58% which are girls. That's 7,107.32 boobs.
Do you have any idea, Tom?
I have a guess.
No, don't guess it
I'm
yet.
not gonna
I
guess.
got it on my second guess.
Let them. Let
Yeah.
them
Yeah, this
let
is
the-
college. Remember,
let the people-
6,127 students at Adams.
It can only be two movies that I'm thinking
Of which-
one of two. So
58% are girls. That's 7,107.32 boobs. And someone did get that. It is Revenge of the Nerds. One of my favorite
My first
comedies.
guess was Animal House.
Did you know that?
And then I
I
guessed.
thought Fast Times at Ridgemont High,
No.
but
Revenge of the Nerds, one of my favorites. I wish they remade that. I don't.
It wasn't that good of a movie. It was good because of the time.
You know, if they do this, there was actual a rape in it. It's not really probably a movie that they wouldn't want to replay.
Most movies from the 80s they couldn't remake now
No.
because Porky's, they couldn't remake
no,
that.
no.
All right, number two. And if you want to call in and stump us, feel free. Give this $4 million to a bunch of nuns? How big a jackass do you take me for? Give the $4 million to a bunch of nuns? How big a jackass do you take me for? This is one of my favorite movies, too.
This was a good movie, and this was a good scene.
Yeah. Is this, would you consider this a chick flick?
I don't think so. I don't think so. It had romance in it, but it also had like thievery, kind of, you know.
And people have gotten it. It is Ghost.
Yeah, I thought it was Sister Act when I first heard it. And he goes, "You're close," because
of the
both had
nun.
Whoopi Goldberg. in
Yeah,
it.
the nuns and the Whoopi Goldberg.
All right. Number three. Whenever we needed money, we'd rob the airport. To us, it was better than Citibank. Whenever we
know
needed
this.
money, we'd rob the airport. To us, it was Citibank. I'm still going crazy. What was his name, Nick?
You want me to say it?
No, not yet.
No, give him time.
I'm still going crazy. What was that guy's name again?
Carl?
Carl. Was that really?
I don't know. I don't know if that was legit. I don't know. It was fun though.
He didn't tell us the movie though. He didn't tell us the movie.
Yeah, people are getting it. It is good.
He
for
could
them.
have, and we just didn't realize. Carl, call in every week now, or every month.
We must be hot in Louisiana.
Down in the bayou.
We need to go viral. I don't know how you do that.
Carl,
I said,
Carl's
you know, I
Carl's going to be telling his friends.
He's gonna
Gene,
tell everyone.
I figured out a way for us to go viral. Next episode, like take the bolts off of Ed's chair, where he like collapses.
Everybody
and he
wants
falls
to see
back.
that.
That's how you go
now you're getting
viral.
into punked. Now you're like
Yeah, you got to
punked.
do something crazy.
What we need to do is we need to fly Carl up here
Nah, I would pay
and
for
have
his
him
flight.
be our guest. Tom, you're out.
I'm gone.
And that is Goodfellas. And number four, and if anyone wants to call, huh? We got a call.
Finally!
We got a call. Let's see.
Hello, who's on? Is this Al?
This is this is Al.
Hey, Al, tell everybody about what the crazy stuff that's happened this week. So Al's a friend of mine in East Brunswick. He's been like Grizzly Adams. He finds all these strays. Go ahead, you tell the story. What happened this week? You found.
Yeah, so I guess I was driving down Church. I was coming from the complex area, and I was coming down Church Lane, and I saw this little raccoon on the road, and initially I thought the raccoon wasn't alive, but then I saw in my rear mirrors someone else had already hit it, and when I was driving by, I thought it was already passed away, and then I saw some movement. I immediately pulled over, jumped out of the car, and stopped two cars, additional cars from coming to hit the raccoon, and then I brought him back and tried to help him out, and he seemed like he had some good life in his body there, and so I was pretty cool. Yeah, it was probably like a 2 or 4 month old raccoon, and
and then what you do the other day?
Yeah, then the other day, I guess I saw a baby bird, which I think it was a swift.
He's like nursing it back to life. He'd put
it
food in his mouth, then he would chew it and put it into the bird's beak. You know?
Yeah. You have to. You got to regurgitate it. You know?
You have to.
You have to. They can't chew on their own.
So he has a sanctuary.
If I saw a baby bird lying I'd just take a shovel, scoop it up, and throw it in the garbage.
So Colette, just to change quickly subjects, we'll get back to you. He said he was doing the accent of Billy Bob Thornton used in Sling Blade, which was the answer. That guy Carl.
Yeah, I remember that movie. Yeah.
So, all right,
Good
Al,
job,
what's
Carl.
your quote? What's your movie quote?
The movie quote?
Yeah.
You and I were just talking about a whole bunch of great ones. I don't know. You want to do like a Dumb and Dumber type thing, or
You're giving us the
You
answer.
got to come prepared.
What am I?
So all right. So the quote would be, I would like to have a bowl of loudmouth soup.
Is that Dumb and Dumber?
Yes.
There you go.
Meanwhile, before you just said,
My favorite
you mean
movie.
like Dumb and
all
Dumber?
right?
You want to do Dumb and Dumber?
I love in Dumb and Dumber when he orders the soup du jour. He orders the soup du jour, and the waitress, he goes, "What's the soup du jour?" And the waitress goes, "It's the soup of the day." And she goes, "Ooh, that sounds
I'll have
good.
that."
I'll have that." All right, thanks, Al.
Well, I appreciate all that you guys do. You guys are awesome, and keep doing what you're doing. Thank you.
All right, take it easy.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
All right,
Next one.
that was question 3 was Goodfellas. by
We're
the
only
way.
on 3. You have 20 of them. We're here all
20.
night.
Yeah, we got
That's why we're not going to get to your stuff. But people like
We
this.
will. We will.
Number 4, counting cards is a foolproof system. It's not illegal. It's frowned upon, like masturbating on an airplane. Counting cards is a foolproof system. It's not illegal. It's frowned upon, like masturbating in an airplane. We could have taken from this movie easily 30 quotes from the same character. It's not Casino. Good guess.
No.
This
Nah.
is a comedy. And Jordan got it. It's The Hangover.
I guessed it.
Great movie.
Number 5.
That was a good movie.
That was very good.
Number 5, and I wish Scott was on because we always argue about this one. Now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Now I have a machine gun.
I thought you were going to do another quote from that movie.
Ho, ho,
The more
ho.
Yeah, but that's a good one. Yeah, I know it.
And we always
Everybody should get
argue
that.
because I say this is not a Christmas movie. My friend says it's a Christmas movie. There's no such thing as a Christmas movie that comes out in July. You just can't. Christmas movies comes out in Christmas.
They got it, right? They had to have gotten it.
It is Die Hard.
Yeah. I thought you were going to do the yippee-ki-yay,
No, that's too easy. Die Hard. What do you feel about Die Hard 2? I feel
Quite frankly, I thought there were a lot of quotes from Die Hard.
Die Hard
that you
2
could put
wasn't
in
good.
there.
Die Hard 3 was bad. I know Bruce Willis is not doing well.
No.
He's got like some
Yeah.
dementia.
He
or
does.
something.
He has frontal lobe. Yeah.
Number 6. What was the song that Bruce Willis sang that he charted with?
You
I
it?
know.
You
I'm
it?
being quizzed,
You gonna
and
throw
I
it-
have no
I
idea.
You gonna throw it to me?
Yeah.
Respect yourself.
There you go.
There you go.
I want that head so sanitary and squared away that the Virgin Mary herself would be proud to go in and take a dump. This is actually my favorite movie.
Really?
Yeah. You know it?
I'm thinking. I don't know. What
I want that head. I actually was watching it. I think I was watching it on Friday night. It was
I've heard
prob-
this quote about 50 times from Ron.
I think I've said this in a previous trivia. I've seen this movie maybe 30 times. And so I want the head so sanitary and squared away that the Virgin Mary herself would be proud to go in and take a dump. Now, this is another one that you could have taken like 20 quotes from the same character. This guy won an Academy
He
Award.
did win. Did he win or was he
I
nominated?
thought he won, and he's not an actor. So that's a good trivia question. So, and Stacy got it. It's Full Metal Jacket.
Of course, Stacy knows it. You watch it constantly.
Yeah, I got a good question. You ever seen Full Metal Jacket?
Many years ago.
They sing a song at the end. Have anyone seen Full Metal Jacket? I'm not. You could just put in the chat room. Is a song that they play at the end. It's a kids TV show.
It was from a TV series.
So if you know that answer, put it in the chat room. All right.
Okay, we'll take it.
All right, here we go.
Who's on?
Maria.
Oh, this is Maria.
Hey, Maria.
Hey, Maria, how are you?
Hey, is BattleBots
good.
still on?
No.
No, we need BattleBots, Maria. You got to call them up and tell them to put it back on. Bounty
I can't
Hunters.
do that.
Hey, I heard the plays in the park. What was the movie that was on? The show that was on there?
Oh, it was Rock of Ages.
Was that Rock of Ages good?
Yes.
Was it
Yeah.
like Kiss and Tragedy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ed sent me a clip. Plays in the park.
I
here.
sent you the worst song though.
That was pretty bad.
The
Oh my
I can't help
God.
this fight this feeling anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
Was pretty bad. But what's the next play?
What's your It starts in 2 days, doesn't it?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Okay, so on Wednesday, what's the play gonna be?
Jordan got it. Mickey Mouse.
Is it behaving?
Ain't misbehaving.
Forget that.
Yeah.
All right. What's your question, Maria?
Do you have a quote?
Movie quote?
Yeah. Some people are worth nothing for.
Say that one more time.
Some people are worth melting for.
Some
people
people
are
Or worth
Melting for?
melting for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have a guess on what it is.
Go ahead.
Frozen?
Yeah.
Dynamite!
There you go. Dynamite.
Ed knows it because that's the only movie
I
he's seen.
said it's gonna be a Disney movie when Maria calls in. I'm pretty sure of that. I thought you were gonna do Toy Story, no?
Nope.
Yeah, I thought Toy Story was gonna be your quote.
Hey,
No.
Hey,
What's the quote where he says toys or something like
Hey, I
that?
hear
You're a toy.
Disney's having a lot of layoffs. I hope your niece is not affected by it.
Nah, who cares?
All right. Thank you, Maria.
All right, Maria. Good talking to you.
Yep.
All right. Here's another one of my favorite movies.
Oh no! Please, somebody else call in.
The demon is a liar. He will lie to confuse us, but he will also mix lies with the truth to attack us. The demon is a liar. He will lie to confuse us, but he will also mix lies with the truth to attack us.
Ooh, another
So
Got another
put
call?
that in the chat
All right.
room if you know that one. Call in. Who's
Call.
that? Hello, you're on.
Hello, caller.
Ron, I'm back.
Who's this?
Oh,
John.
John, what's
Oh,
up?
it's John again.
John.
again.
What's up? All right, give us your.
I want to give you another quote.
Go ahead.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, here it is. Dega, you bastard.
Say that again.
Dega, you bastard.
You bastard.
I don't know what you said the first.
I
thing.
know.
Dega.
There you go.
Dega, a guy's name.
Oh.
I have no clue. You're giving us really
You're stumping us,
obscure
John.
ones.
Very famous movie.
Is it?
What
Yeah,
what year was
actually-
this movie?
The character of Dega was played by Dustin Hoffman.
I don't know. Oh, it's. I'm gonna guess it might be is it a cartoon?
So is it The Graduate?
No.
Is it The Graduate or is it
Nope.
Marathon Man?
Nope.
No. Tootsie.
Nope.
Okay. Well, there's a.
All right, what is it?
Papillon.
Oh, Papillon.
Papillon.
I never even heard of it.
Never heard of that?
No.
Him and Steve McQueen in a prison.
Yeah.
No.
Like I said, 80s or after.
I
You
do
like
ha-
prison movies.
I do have a prison one coming up, John. So thank you.
Good job, John.
Gianna,
Good job.
All right, John. We're waiting for your next one. Don't worry.
So Stacy got
okay.
this. Stacy figured them all because she knows something.
You and Carl, you're
The
carrying
demon is a
show.
liar who lied to confuse us, but he also mixed the lies with the truth to attack us. It's the Exorcist.
You know, I just realized like 8 people died while filming that movie.
Holy cow!
8 people died.
That's what I heard. I don't know if it's
Over
true
the
or not.
steps?
I don't know. I don't know how, but like 2 or 3
That's like a
actors
curse, like
in
the
it.
poltergeist.
Look it up on your phone right now.
The poltergeist has got like a curse with that.
Yes,
You know?
I know.
Did anyone ever go up the? You ever go up the the Exorcist steps? That's pretty cool. By Georgetown,
I
you could
never
go
did.
up those
No.
steps. I haven't. I've done it a few times, but that's the only movie that scares me. It literally freaks me out, still to this day. So that is the Exorcist. Who I don't know who died. Try to find that
I'm gonna
out.
look to take a quick
Yeah,
look.
I don't
it
even
up.
remember what scene, except I thought maybe when he jumps out the window, someone died. Number 8. So no one's all right.
No one's on the line.
If I'm here and you're here, doesn't that make it our time? Certainly there's nothing wrong with a little feast on our time. If I'm here and you're here, doesn't that make it our time? Certainly there's nothing wrong with a little feast on our time. Yep, Glenn Free got it.
That was a
Times.
pretty easy one, I thought.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High. This is Spicoli ordering pizza
Ordering pizza.
into the classroom with Mr. Hand.
Mr. Hand.
So, all right, number 9. My mother-in-law for years. This is a tougher one. I wouldn't kiss her face. I end up kissing her ass. My mother-in-law for years. I wouldn't kiss her face. I end up kissing her ass. Name the movie. This is a comedy, to give you a hint. Famous comedian who probably died 10 years ago,
10 years ago.
to give you a hint. Did you find out?
I guessed it. Yeah, I got something here. It says, true horror inside the Exorcist curse, from mysterious cast deaths to a freak fire and broken jaw,
Wow.
as the film is set for a reboot.
The craziest deaths I remember on set is that Vic Morrow from the Twilight
yeah,
Zone.
from the Twilight Zone.
Who was also in Bad News Bears. He was the coach. Bruce Lee's son
Yes, Brandon Lee.
in the Crow.
The Crow.
And
That was
then-
a pretty good movie, too.
The helicopter crash. Trash. The one
That was
was,
Vic
Oh,
Morrow.
that's Vic Morrow. Yeah, that's the one. Of
That
the
was
worst.
in my trivia
That was
last
in
time
your
we did Trivia Fridays.
That was one of the worst.
And then I guess Alec Baldwin shot somebody too, right?
Yeah, well, who cares about
it's
that?
the armor.
Easy money. Hillary's on fire. All right. That is his easy money, Rodney Dangerfield. Which I think it's close. Which is better, Easy Money or Back to School? I prefer
Yeah,
Back
no,
to School.
Look,
They were both good.
I
but
think we're in agreement that Rodney Dangerfield's one of the best comedians of all time.
Oh, my
and
God.
I love him, and rest in peace, Rodney. But he's
Yeah,
one of the best.
you know.
Rapping Rodney.
People try to follow
Yeah,
him.
no respect. No respect.
respect.
Yeah, that was a hit, I think.
It was a hit.
Rapping Rodney, right? All right, number 10. I don't know if it'll make a difference, but I figure it's time I started playing ball. There's one more thing. Coach stays, I stay.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, I go. I have goosebumps from this scene.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Oh, it's a
movie.
great scene. Oh, you kidding me? So I don't know if it'll make a difference, but I figure it's time to start playing ball. There's one more thing. Coach stays, I stay. He goes, I go.
1983 movie, Tom. This should be right
This
up
ain't
your
83,
alley.
is it?
Yeah.
No, I think
Came
it's-
out the same year as his other movie. Big one.
Field of Dreams.
What is it?
Field of Dreams.
No.
The Natural.
Nope.
League of Their Own.
You got the wrong sport.
All right. Oh, the wrong sport.
So I don't think anyone's
I
getting
assumed
this.
baseball. Excuse me.
This is Hoosiers.
Oh, then it was later. I thought it was the different one.
Yeah,
You're right.
I was gonna say
You're
it's
right.
not 80. It's later.
Yeah.
So
85, I think. Hoosiers may have been.
yeah, this is
85,
when
86.
that Jimmy Chadwick decides to play basketball. They're in that team meeting. They're in that town meeting to fire the coach, and then he goes up to the meeting and he goes, "I'm going to start playing," and he goes, "But if you fire him, I'm done." That was a great scene. All right, I'm trying to.
Next.
All right, number 11. Another sports movie. This is a tough
Well,
one.
we know there's going to be sports movies.
Yeah.
So
You just sit here in your office.
This is the one I was thinking of.
A scholarship here, no scholarship there. He goes, he stays. Who in the hell gave you that power? You're just a high school coach. And I think he also goes on to say, a typing teacher.
This is a 1983 movie.
Yes. I think it's a good movie, but it's not great. I agree. And this actor, it's probably is a huge actor. One of the biggest
You mentioned recently. You mentioned a movie that this actor was in. Not the star that he's talking about, but the secondary character was in a movie that you just mentioned not too long ago.
You just sit here in your office, scholarship here, no scholarship there. He goes, he stays. Who the hell gave you that power? You're just a high school football coach. That's All the Right Moves with Tom Cruise. Football movie.
Craig T. Nelson from Poltergeist.
And he became coach.
Craig T. Nelson.
And he became coach. He must
From
like
that movie.
coaching football.
Yeah. Number 12. I mean, I had mine removed surgically under general anesthesia, but to have it bitten off in a Buick?
I had no idea.
This is a tough one too. If anyone gets
Yeah,
this,
let-
I'll be
let's see what
impressed.
I had no idea.
I mean, I had mine removed surgically under general anesthesia, but to have it bitten off in a Buick? This was an actor. It's a comedian who died probably about 6-7 years ago. One of his first
Yeah.
films, right? I don't think this is a comedy either.
It wasn't a comedy.
You know, and in fact, I got yelled at.
He's a
on
comedic actor who did
Hillary
some
got
very
it.
serious roles.
Hillary got it. Hillary's really good.
Who is Hillary?
Hillary Ann Cotter. She's on all our shows.
Call in, Hillary.
Hillary,
Call
you're
in.
doing good.
Hillary's
doing good, Hillary.
Hillary's the one you said you should come to our trivia, and she says she lives in North Carolina or something.
That's not an excuse.
Yeah,
Next
but
time you're in town, stop
It's-
Hillary, call in.
Call in, Hillary.
is The World According to Garp.
Robin
And
Williams.
Robin Williams.
And John Lithgow.
John Lithgow
is
played
the
a transvestite
transvestite.
and his bodyguard. He was a football player for the Rams. And
John Lithgow was a good actor.
very good actor.
Yeah, he was very good.
He also played the bad guy in Cliffhanger.
Yes.
Remember?
yes.
Yes.
For,
that movie was
with
on like a
Sylvester
couple weeks
Stallone.
ago.
Oh, it's always
yeah.
on.
Yeah, it's always on, but it was good. No, it was.
But he was also on Mr. Was he on Mr. Henderson?
No, that was Charles Grodin.
All right, call.
We'll take it.
It's Hillary. No, I'm just,
All right, you're on.
You're on. On with Ed and Ron.
and Tom.
Hi, it's Hillary calling. You
There
asked
you
for me to
go.
call? I'm calling.
Hey,
All
what's
right.
going on there?
Give us your quote, Hillary.
Okay. Thank you very much. Life is good.
Say it again.
You got to give us a little more than that.
I wish you would have said life is like a box of chocolates.
You can't give us a little more?
Oh, well, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Life is good.
That's not enough. You notice I give like 3 sentences.
Okay, all right. I'll go back
Ron
a little
gives us
further.
half
Okay.
the movie when he's
You-
doing it.
A little
right.
context.
Here we go. You may kill Thorndyke.
Thorndyke.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Life is good.
I don't know.
Hillary, type in your own answer because nobody's guessing
Has
this.
anybody got it in the chat?
Who's
Nobody got it?
Thorndyke? I think I recognize that name.
That
It's an homage to Alfred Hitchcock.
it's an Alfred Hitchcock.
No, a joke.
It's
It's a.
the-
It's a.
The movie is an homage to Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh,
It's a spoof.
is it a Mel Brooks movie?
It is.
Is it High Anxiety?
It is.
There you go.
All
It
right.
is.
Hey, all right.
I needed the Alfred
That's
Hitchcock.
when the guy with the tin teeth braces gets the word from Nurse Diesel that he can go ahead and kill Thorndyke. And he goes,
I thought.
like, thank you. Life is good.
Yeah, that was the movie where all the birds crapped on him.
Yep.
Well, thank you for calling.
Thanks a lot, Hillary.
Thanks, Hillary.
You're welcome. Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
All right. Here's the number 13. Anything else I can get for you while I'm in town? How about a tiny tape recorder? Or how about a homemade pair of riding slippers? Anything
you know,
else?
I know this.
I
You know
have
what?
no
I'll tell you
idea.
what. I missed every
It
single
makes
one.
sense.
Pretty much every single one, but this one I know.
Anything
That's 'cause
else
I think
I
I know
can
it.
get for you while I
This
am
is one
in
of my
town?
favorite movies. It's the only reason I know.
How
this.
about a tiny tape recorder?
Yeah,
Or
I know
how
it.
about
I'm taking
a
this one.
homemade pair of riding slippers?
This
So
was
this-
actually a pretty creepy movie.
I'm not going to give you the answer yet. Don't let
Don't say
people
it?
guess it.
Don't
yeah,
say
but,
it, yeah.
But this movie, I don't even know if this is. Can you consider this movie a horror movie?
It wasn't really horror, but
It
it was
was-
creepy.
Well,
It
because I
was
was going
like
to say
thriller.
who made it. I was going to say who made it, but that'll give it away.
Yeah, it's.
You want to say who made it? Stephen King. It was Stephen King.
Yeah, it was a Stephen King movie.
Yeah.
So that's the clue we'll have here. So see if anyone's guessing it. So Shelley Winters? No, it's not Misery. Someone
Yes.
got it.
Yes, Misery. James Caan.
Wasn't Shelley Winters? Although I get Shelley, I could see how you get Shelley
And
Winters.
what was
mixed up
who
with,
was the girl that played Kathy Bates?
Kathy
That's right,
Bates.
Kathy Bates.
from Titanic? It always goes
She
back
was
to
in Ti- yeah, she was
Titanic.
in-
Everything comes back to Titanic.
All right,
Yep.
number 14.
Wake up, Tom. We only got 7 more to
7
go.
more to go. Well, that one. I
In
knew.
this room, in this courtroom, justice is blind to matters of race, creed, color, religion, and sexual orientation. And then the lawyer goes, "With all due respect, Your Honor, we don't live in this courtroom, do we?" So the judge goes, "In this courtroom, justice is blind to matters of race, creed, color, religion, and sexual orientation." That's the hint.
That's
With
the
all
hint.
due respect, Your Honor, we don't live in this courtroom, do we?
I never saw this movie.
Well, let them,
How do you not
let's-
see this movie?
Let's see what
The
they
actor
guess.
who's-
I have an idea, but
The actor who's in it, I think he says this line.
There's
I've
many,
seen
many
very
good
few of
courtroom
his
movies.
movies, actually. He's a good actor. He's won an Academy Award. I think both of them have won Academy Awards, the stars of this movie.
It is, and of course Hillary got it right, it is Philadelphia.
yeah, that was my guess.
Hillary, you're leaving everybody in the dust.
So,
Very good.
all right. Here's the prison kind of prison movie I was talking about. So that's the hint. It's not really a prison movie, but it's prison related. Define irony. Bunch of idiots dancing on a plane to a song made famous by a band that died in a plane crash. Define irony. Bunch of idiots dancing on a plane to a song made famous by a band that died in a plane crash. So it was the Sweet Home Alabama,
Right.
the scene. And Jordan got it. It is Con Air.
That was a good movie.
Very
Air.
good movie. 16. I'm here to fight for truth, justice, and the American way. And then the other person says, you're going to end up fighting every elected official in the country.
I knew this.
It's pretty easy. Actually, you didn't get this.
I got it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. I
Oh,
think.
oh, yeah, you did. You did. I'm here to fight for truth, justice, and the American way. You're going to end up fighting for every elected official in the country. And Jordan, that was Stu Buscemi who said that line. Great character in that movie. He played like the guy who like ate people in Con Air.
Oh, yeah.
And Hillary gets it again. It is Superman.
It's Superman.
And I saw Flash last week. They're
No good.
ruining these. They got it. I'll tell you, the movies. We're talking about movies. Movie industry is struggling.
The superhero genre is dead.
Netflix. I think three things are to blame to killing the movie theater. Netflix obviously is number one. Number two is people don't want to go out at night anymore. But I think the third thing is the superhero movie. And all the critics agree with this, that it's just people only want to see these. They're terrible now. I used to be into superheroes. I have a big.
They're all
comic
the
book
same
one.
thing.
Oh, they're terrible. It's like this
Time travel and just have Spider-Man fighting a villain or something. You don't need to throw all this extra stuff in.
Carol's asking, can you see my answers? I could see you writing this, Carol, but I can't see your other answers. Maybe you're typing into some other chat room. She's on this. You're on this food streaming, and then you're putting the answers there. I don't know.
Looking for roast beef sandwiches.
And you're right. So Disney has taken over Marvel. Not the same. You're right. Disney. I think that's, Disney's laying off all these people now. Their stock was down 37%. They just fired like 20
Well, they got
people on
very
ESPN.
political, and I think that's part of it.
And I think the Disney part of the movie theater part of it is hemorrhaging money.
Yes.
All the money that they're pumped into all these movies, they're just not paying off.
No.
All right. Number 17. Oh, come on. Do I look like the mother of the future? I mean, am I tough, organized? I can't even balance my checkbook.
I had no idea what this was. Do you?
No, I don't
It's an 80s movie.
80s movie.
84.
And it's not a comedy. So I'll give you the hint.
I know.
Tell me who's in it.
Oh, come on. Do I look like the mother of the future? That's the hint.
Oh, Mrs. Doubtfire.
No.
No.
Mr.
I mean,
Mom.
am I tough,
Mr. Mom?
organized? I can't even balance my checkbook. It's not a comedy.
I said it sounds like something like from like Roseanne or something like that she would say.
And feel
But it's
free to
not.
call in.
It's a
We didn't mention it.
Sci-fi action
Oh,
movie.
sci-fi.
Oh, wow, it's 9 o'clock.
That takes away my other answer then.
It is, let's see if
What are they
anyone
guessing?
got it.
What are they guessing?
Ooh, no one's got it.
Hillary, come on!
It is Terminator. So
Sarah
Linda-
Connor says
Threw us
that.
Linda
off there,
Hamilton,
yeah.
well,
Linda Hamilton.
when it's the scene where that guy Kyle, who ends up to
Yeah.
be the father of her unborn child, is talking to her and explain to her that she's going to be
That she's going to be important in the
in
future.
the future, and
And she's like, come on.
so. All right, number 18 is another sports movie, another Goosebump.
Ooh,
I have goosebumps right now.
Ron Goosebumps
I do.
easy.
I do goosebumps, especially sports movies that have pep talks. I get goosebumps. You're going to have to go through hell, worse than any nightmare you ever dreamed. But when it's over, you'll be the one standing. You know what you have to do. Do it. You're going to have to go through hell, worse than any nightmare you've ever dreamed. But when it's over, you'll be the one standing. You know what you have to do. Do it.
I guess the original, I think, and it was this.
Yeah, well, you're
Se-
giving it
it's
away.
a sequel to.
This,
You like this movie.
I like this movie a lot.
I hated it.
You either hated it or loved it.
Yeah.
There's no in between
Nah.
with this movie.
This was like such a deviation from the original movie that it
Oh,
was
Hillary
based
didn't.
on.
Hillary didn't get it. That's a good guess. She guessed Karate Kid.
That is a good guess.
That's a good guess that you could see, but I don't think Mr. Miyagi was that deep.
No,
He'd be like,
he didn't say enough words.
No.
He was like wax on, wax
he'd be
off.
like,
That's his.
Daniel's
That's about
son.
it. Daniel's son,
You
yeah.
must win. You know.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not Mr. Miyagi. So this is Rocky IV,
Where he fights the Russian.
where he fights Drago. They're in Russia.
Yeah.
Apollo Creed's trainer they go to Russia and he's talking with him right before they're about to start training, and he says that to him.
I hated that movie.
Oh,
I'm a big Rocky fan.
Yeah.
I just saw Creed 3. It was horrible.
I can't believe they're making
No,
a third
I saw
Creed.
the first one, and that was.
Oh
I
my
quit
God!
after
Did you
that.
watch Creed 3?
I didn't watch.
And could they pick an actor with less pizzazz?
He has no pizzazz.
No, and Apollo Creed was like
All pizzazz.
All pizzazz.
Oh my! He's so unlikable. He's hateable. All right, we're finishing up. I got two more.
All right.
Don't underestimate the other guy's greed. Lesson number 1. Don't underestimate the other guy's greed. Lesson number 2. Don't get high on your own supply.
I guess Wall Street, and I was
That's
wrong.
exactly what I was. Wolf of Wall Street. That's what I was.
That's what I
No.
guess
That's
I was
exactly
wrong.
where I was. But then when he said
The
something
last
about the
line is
supply,
really the clue.
Yeah, don't get high on your own supply. Yeah, I don't know.
Good movie. Very good
got
movie.
It. Jordan got it. Scarface. Michelle Pfeiffer, I think, said it to Al Pacino.
Yeah.
And the last one is, I had to just throw one in here just because it's Ed and I's favorite comedy. Can I interest you in a nightcap? No, thank you. I don't wear them. No, it actually would be a good thing in Dumb
I
and Dumber.
thought.
It's
Can
a
I-
movie I mentioned before.
Can I interest you in a nightcap? No, thank you. I don't wear them. And that is
It's the Naked Gun.
The Naked Gun. So this is your time. If you want to call in,
Yeah,
Call in.
Let's
But
have
come
some
on.
more call-ins.
in the meantime,
I got a couple of things. These are just they're not movie quotes necessarily. What it is these are lines from movies, known lines that were ad-libbed. They were not in the script originally, and the actors put them in.
Put him in.
Okay? So the first one I have is from Casablanca. Here's looking at you, kid. And that was not he actually said that in a different movie. And when they were filming Casablanca, Humphrey Bogart threw that into the movie. Now, The Godfather. The quote is, "Leave the gun," and the actor changed it a little, and he put, "Leave the gun, take the cannoli."
Oh,
So
really?
that was was not in the that was the actor who decided it. In Jaws, "You're going to need a bigger boat."
That was improvised.
That was
That was
improvised.
improvised.
That was
Wow.
not.
And that's one of my favorite lines. too.
When they were filming it, they were on actually a smaller boat, and that was the joke, that they needed a bigger boat for this. So when that shark comes up, he says, as a play on what they were doing. Taxi Driver, where Robert De Niro says, "You talking to me?" in the mirror. They just told him, "Say something. Just say something in the mirror." And that was the quote that he came up with. The Shining. "Here's Johnny." That was Jack Nicholson decided to say that. He just was supposed to crash through the door and with the axe. And they just said, come up with something, a line to do, and he came up with that. And the last one is from A Few Good Men. "You can't handle the truth."
Yeah, Jack Nicholson.
That was not in the thing. The line was supposed to be, "You already have the truth." And Jack Nicholson decided to change it and go with, "You can't handle the truth." And
famous.
Famous lines.
Famous lines.
All right, no call-ins.
Yeah,
Where's the
What
call?
the hell's going on here? 4th of July, I guess.
yeah, a lot of people are away. So we're gonna, unless someone calls in, we're gonna talk a little about we like to talk end of the show about the people we've lost since the last show, because we've had some. This was a light month. We were actually talking about it, that we were like, someone's got to step up and die this week.
Alan Arkin, let's hear it for the man.
So we have
Alan, your movie sucked, but
we have 4 people we're gonna honor today. And Vered loved our quotes, by the way.
Vered loves everything. Does she ever say a bad word about anything?
Vered, are you going to Big John's party this Tuesday? So the first one is Treat Williams, died in a motorcycle accident, like in Vermont.
Can anybody name Treat Williams' movie?
Well, I'm going to talk. I really like Hair.
She can. She's so good.
Really?
Which one? No, she's a big fan. Hair is
Hair.
that Hair is very touching. If anyone has ever seen,
I didn't care for the movie.
The movie is okay, but the ending is really sad. I mean, the whole premise is
Where they send him
You ever
off.
they Hair?
I've seen Hair, not recently.
They go off to his friend is enlisting to Vietnam.
Yeah.
And he wants to see his
His girlfriend or
girlfriend,
something?
a pregnant girlfriend.
Yeah, so
So he goes, you know what? I'm going to dress as you, go into the platoon. You dress as me. I'm going to go in. And then while he's in there,
They'll switch.
They evacuate to Vietnam. Just unexpectedly. And then it's a scene, and they show him going off. And
Treat
then-
Williams is the one who wasn't supposed to go to Vietnam and ends up going in his buddy's clothes. He ends up getting killed at the end of the movie.
Hillary says the movie and the musical. I don't watch musicals, Hillary, so I can only quote the movie. But it ends where they're flying off, and then immediately you go to his grave, and they're singing "Let the Sun Shine In."
Let the sun shine.
Really,
That's
so
deep.
That is deep. The second one, and that's for the wrestling fans, the Iron Sheik died. Ed and I.
As you can tell, huge people are dying.
Yeah.
Well, if you think this is bad, wait until Ron tells you the next person he has on the list.
Oh, that one's pretty.
Because he
bad.
doesn't even have the name.
And Ed and I were big wrestling fans in the early '80s, and and we were saying in the early '80s, most of these wrestlers, they weren't even in shape. Like Iron Sheik was like a kind of like
Flabby.
He was flabby. He wasn't big. I don't even know what he did.
There was a time in like the mid '80s where they all started looking real buff.
I think it started with like Macho Man.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
You know, but back in the early, like Bob Backlund was the champion for like 5
Yeah.
years.
And he looked like an average guy.
Yeah, remember he used to do that step test where he could do what was that thing?
It's like
The
walking
hard-
up one step and down one step.
Yeah, the Harvard step test. Like Bob Backlund could pass our Harvard step test, and they would show
It
him
was
going
literally
up
a
and down.
one-step thing, and he walked up it like 5 times. I don't get it. But
I don't even know what the Iron Sheik. I don't even know.
he had those like clubs that he like swayed behind his back. Do you remember that?
the Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
I know he had the boot that had the curl.
He used to
And
hit people.
Yeah,
in
he
the-
would hit people in the curl, and he had a big grudge match with Sergeant Slaughter.
Well,
And-
Sergeant Slaughter, he was a heel. He was a villain. And then
He turned.
when the Iron Sheik came from Iran, because this was in the early 80s when we were having a lot of problems with Iran. So all of a sudden, Sergeant Slaughter represented the United States of America. So he became the hero.
when you think about it, like it's surprised like no one like killed him. Like, like think about it. Like he was doing this crap like in the middle of when Iran was.
I know. And he was walking around going, Iran #1.
And he would burn the flag. Didn't
Yes.
he burn the flag at one point? I mean, can you imagine going in this world we live in now? Like someone going in and burning the flag. He probably wasn't even Iranian. But, so Iron Sheik, R.I.P. The third guy, and we're talking about Rodney Dangerfield movies, was Back to School, the English guy.
The English guy from Back to School.
The guy who plays his professor in business. And he's in his class. He's talking about.
He's the one who's dating
Sally Kellerman.
Sally Kellerman.
And he's talking about how to do a business model. And he's telling, like, you know, you need to
Those
get.
backhanded.
And then Rodney
tricks.
Dangerfield goes, "You're so off.
First, you gotta pay off the politicians.
You gotta,
then
you gotta grease the union." And he goes, and the guy goes, he goes, "Well, where are we gonna put this plant?" And Rodney goes, "How about Disney World?" Well, he died.
Oh.
I forgot
I'm
his
getting
name.
a tear.
Philip.
Philip.
It was Philip, right? Let's see if there's any comments. And Hillary's saying Paxton Whitehead. That's his name. And
That sounds like a character.
Yeah.
That sounds like the character.
And the last one is Alan Arkin.
Who is not a big star, but the biggest name Ron picked out for today.
I don't know much of Alan Arkin's work. I loved Argo. That was a really good movie.
I liked.
That was good.
I'll go over my favorite, but he was in the original. What's it called? With Peter Falk,
Not
The
Little Miss-
In-Laws.
Oh, okay.
The In-Laws with Peter Falk. Good movie. And then, but my favorite Alan Arkin movie, he played a really sadistic killer, which is bizarre, in a movie with Audrey Hepburn called Wait Until Dark. Have you ever seen that movie? Great movie, isn't it? She's a blind woman, and he's terrorizing her, and he's gonna burn her alive in her own apartment. He brings in gasoline, chains the door, and then she has like he has matches, right? And she takes the matches from him at one point, and she starts throwing them at him with the gasoline. Yes. Good movie, great movie.
I never seen it. And the
Never
most
seen it.
recent was Argo.
Argo.
Where
Argo,
and
fuck yourself.
Ed and I talk about name a movie because he was probably in the movie maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah,
And he kind of stole the movie,
he did.
you know, and that was a great movie. So R.I.P. to him. If there's anyone who wants to call in last minute,
We
this
have a
is your
couple of
time
minutes here. If
where-
you want to call in, call in.
And also, we want to thank Tom for being here.
Hey,
we're probably
no problem, Mike.
we're going to be
I'm your
back.
biggest fan,
I'll
Tom.
come anytime you guys
We're
want.
going to be back in the first
First Sunday of August.
I'm hoping to have my friend who's Kid Kosher, who's a Jewish rapper, be on here. He promised me when we're done, he would do it when he's done with softball with his daughter. And I think that's all we have, right?
I guess so, and I don't think we're getting any more calls.
Yeah, I'm pretty shot. It's a holiday weekend, and we're tuning off, and I will see you guys in August. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.